Imagine knocking on over 1,000 doors only to be told no every single time, while you are already in your later years. Most people would have surrendered their dreams long before the rejection count reached triple digits, yet this man remained standing amidst the total silence. Long before he faced those cold rejections, he spent his youth working on a farm where he survived by eating simple country food. He walked miles to school every day until he lied about his age to join the army, hoping for a different path entirely. He eventually found himself running a small service station, where he used a private dining room to feed hungry travelers passing through town. He perfected a unique method of pressure frying chicken that kept the meat juicy, but his business collapsed when the highway was rerouted away. The forced closure of his station left him with nothing but his social security check and a secret blend of 11 potent herbs. He lived out of his beat-up car, driving across the country with a flour sack and a fryer, desperate to find partners. He stood in empty parking lots for hours, pitching his franchise idea to local restaurant owners who laughed at his outdated white suit. He was just another wandering salesman, until a devastating failure in a new town made him wonder if he should stop. By 65, he was technically bankrupt and living on the road, with his only asset being that specific recipe for fried chicken coating. He walked into yet another establishment, exhausted by the relentless cycle of pitching, and being rejected by people who doubted him. His car broke down in the middle of a trip, forcing him to spend his last few dollars on repairs instead of a meal. He was inches away from giving up his dream forever, wondering if his age had finally made his efforts completely useless. He arrived at one final diner, knowing he had enough cash for only one night at a cheap motel before the money dried. He braced himself for another rejection, not realizing that this specific owner was actually looking for a new menu item to save. The owner listened to his pitch, tasted the chicken prepared with his pressure fryer, and finally gave the nod he had sought out. Everything changed in that small kitchen, as the recipe that had been rejected 1,000 times finally found a home and started growing. From the brink of total failure, Colonel Harlan Sanders built a global empire, turning that once rejected recipe into the famous KFC brand. He proved that even at 65, your greatest chapter might be the one that begins after you have failed 1,000 times.